me walk you through the mind of a person who has decided to stay after discovering infidelity, after discovering that their partner is having an affair. This person now has to have superhuman strength. They have to now process emotions that they want to run from, trying to process hurt and betrayal and disappointment and frustration and disgust and resentment and anger and sadness. Just if you can think about that, that is exhausting to a person. It feels like you are losing your mind. But they also have to see you, the person that they once saw as attractive, as beautiful, the person that they once believed would not hurt them. They have to see you in a more positive light when they are truly disgusted by you. They have to process the things that they cannot process, the whens, the wheres, the whys, the hows, all of those questions that they know that they would probably never get the answers to. Now they have a developed fear of you possibly doing this again. What if you go back to this person? When you're the person who has cheated, before you come in saying, I want you to heal, you need to forgive me, you decided to stay. You knew what you were signing up for. Before you say that, realize how distorted their reality is now. Realize how much it's going to take for them to truly forgive you and to truly move forward. That's not something that's going to happen in a day or a week. And you honestly don't have the right to really put a time period on it. Because if that's the case, then you made a choice as well. When you cheat, you hide it for a reason, because you know when your partner finds out about it, it's going to hurt them. It's going to destroy them. You are not going to have the same person that you had before. So before you come in making these unrealistic demands, and before you start being unreasonable, realize that you have possibly destroyed that person. That person can't eat, they can't sleep, they can barely navigate life, they can't get work done. They're constantly worrying about what it is that you're doing. There's no true resolve. Their mind just keeps going. Love and history is one of the biggest blinders.
Hi, darling. Welcome back. I want us to think about, is cheating natural? Is monogamy natural? What triggered me to make this post is a Twitter post by Denise Zimba. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. The post says, nothing worse than finding out your best friend since you were 14 years old has been having an affair with your husband, and that's why she always ghosted you when you were pregnant and never celebrated you birthdays, baby showers, bridal showers. And then she also posted, so guys, if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my laptop. So she says here, these pictures land really different now. The day of my wedding, your speech, just 2 years ago, little did I know. I'm only posting these things because this is public information that Denise has shared on Twitter or X. And I'm aware that there's two sides to the story and there is the truth. And we were all not there. So because we were all not there, I'm just going to say, allegedly, from the information that we were given, these things happened. There were also a few other posts regarding this situation. Another post says, actress Denise Zimba is having a meltdown as she discovered her best friend of 14 years, Mpumi Mdluli, has been having an affair with her German husband, Jacob. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to even try. Last one, cheating aside. Cheating with the person your wife is meant to vent to about your cheating, it's just evil. So, I have an opinion like everyone else. I think that there's always the argument that cheating or monogamy specifically is unnatural or that there's usually also this evolutionary psychology argument that people are just meant to procreate. It's natural. Human beings, we have to procreate constantly. And I say this, there's very much complexity in this situation. There's very much more than a simple answer to whether cheating is natural or unnatural, or monogamy is natural or unnatural, or if there is even a valid argument for polygamy and stuff like that. If you studied evolutionary psychology, you will actually realize that not only does it show that human beings are the only species of primates, or one of the species of primates, that have sexual intercourse for pleasure. They are the only species that uses, maybe potentially, as a form of social bonding. There's also another argument that people like to add, which says a man can impregnate as many women as he can in a year, and a woman can only get pregnant once a year. And I mean, I hear those arguments, I listen because I'm very open-minded, I listen, but the reality is that's a very simplified answer, because if you study psychology, evolutionary psychology, and science, biology, you will realize that there's also arguments and evidence pointing to the fact that human beings also have chemicals in our bodies that exist for bonding two people together. We have oxytocin, we have vasopressin. So, with this information in hand, do you understand that human beings have a side of them that is not monogamous, that can be supported by biology, but there's also a side of the human body that is created for monogamy? And why am I saying all this? My saying is not to say whether I think monogamy or polygamy or infidelity or all these things are unnatural. I'm saying that the evidence points out that both things coexist. Human beings have the ability to basically be non-monogamous, but human beings are also built for monogamy at a biological level, both for monogamy and both for, I don't know what you call it, multiple partners. But my issue is this: why get married and commit to someone only to cheat in the future, only to realize that you'd rather cheat than actually just divorce? For me, it's also the fact that the best friend was part of this entire drama. The best friend was imagine someone who you were friends with for years betrays you at this level. I don't like entertaining gossip, but this thing triggered me to think so much about if human beings, we are just meant to be monogamous or not. And it made me think about my own experiences with this case, but it also made me think even deeply about why is this so problematic? Why is it so triggering to hear this? And my understanding is this: if you're going to tell me that, oh no, all men cheat, or all women cheat, or everyone cheats, or cheating is natural, it's going to happen. If cheating is so natural, why is it so destructive? Why doesn't it bring forth beautiful flowers? If cheating is natural and human beings are going to do it, if non-monogamy or having multiple partners is natural, why doesn't it give out beautiful results? In this situation, there's destruction. There's a family that has been destroyed or separated. There's obviously now a separation between the parents of the kids. There's also separation and destruction of a bond. There is the destruction of someone's trust. And I don't know them personally. Obviously, we all don't. So we're all making assumptions. And one thing I know, no human being is perfect. So we don't know how both of them were together in the relationship. They probably had their own issues as well. If someone says that cheating is natural, infidelity is natural, non-monogamy is natural, I am of the opinion that because we have control, this is not like a natural disaster. We have control over the decision. Because why? We are human beings, and human beings have higher order cognitive functioning, meaning we have morals, we have ethics, we have social rules that we follow. You are not an animal. So just because something is natural and in its natural state is destructive doesn't mean we should just be irresponsible and be like, you know what, let's accept nature. In a situation like this, you have a responsibility because being a human being requires you to be responsible. If you genuinely know that you are a person who desires to be with multiple people, you want to explore, you want to be with multiple sexual partners, there's nothing wrong with admitting that and being single and actually exploring yourself. That's an option. There's nothing wrong. Not everyone, I genuinely believe not everyone is supposed to get married. Not everyone is going to get married. If you know that the lifestyle you desire is a lifestyle of hedonism, it's a lifestyle of pleasure, it's okay. You don't have to follow the script that everyone follows. Also, if you know that you as a person will never be satisfied by having one partner, I think there's a thing called ethical non-monogamy. Let people know from the get-go that you would like to have multiple partners. So when they know what they're signing up for, they basically have taken consent. They have consented to doing that. I have an issue with cheating because I don't care how much people can normalize it on social media and say, no guys, njolo wanyisa, all these things. I will never accept something profoundly destructive. Yes, you cannot see the scars, but mentally, psychologically, there is so much trauma that happens. There's so much destruction, especially in this case, it's a family. Just be free, just be single and be I want to use a nice word. Just be free and be single and explore and do your things. It's okay. I don't think we should force ourselves to be to mold ourselves into these picture perfect people. I'm not going to try and be analytical on this part. I'm just going to express from an emotional level. Their actions, I don't know these people who participated in this cheating, but both their actions are evil. Yes, that's how I feel about it. Both their actions are quite evil and selfish. And I'm just like, how do you deal with the fact that your friend did that? How do you deal knowing that you shared a life with this person and somehow you just realize that they were never a friend? Because to have the ability to do that means you've been looking at my life and envious of what I have. So darlings, let me know. For me, I wanted to not be emotional when it comes to this because I don't want to use my own personal filter or biases. But let's think about this. Is cheating normal in South Africa? Is cheating something we have to accept as a part of our social lives, as a part of our lives forever? Or is there potential for different lifestyle choices? So let me know what you think in the comment section. This topic was very triggering for me, but I had to let it out. So leave a, I don't know, green heart in the comment section. And thank you for watching.